Hello Shiny viewers, I am DS, your psychologist, and welcome to another episode on Channel NITT. So currently, if you have noticed that I am speaking slower than usual, that is not because I am deliberately slowing myself down, but indeed, I am actually experiencing the onset of an episode of existential depression. So a lot of times in everyone's life, yours and mine, we do experience challenges, right? So this period has been quite unpleasant because I have been receiving a lot of emails that are really very invasive coming from students. They're very demanding, they want things done their way. So one of the students even messaged, "I appreciate," and reply. So I think this is very invasive. Why is it invasive? Because as an ENTJ, I think accountability is something very important for me. So when someone asks me for a reply, when I do not intend to give any reply, I feel like I am very compelled to do something about it, which is not a very good thing for the ENTJ. However, there was something that happened just yesterday that actually catalyzed the process of me going straight into a new bout of existential depression. So just yesterday, I wanted to try something different. I decided to record a video using my phone. So I actually went outside, I bought a selfie stick and I tried experiment. So the intent was actually to do something very different so that the viewers can actually feel surprised.
中心邊同你老公搞啦，一定好 surprising 㗎。
Unfortunately, after having done that video and when I came back, I am unable to export the video from my phone to any of my existing laptops. So an Apple is supposed to sync with a MacBook, right? It just doesn't go in. I don't know whether it's because not enough space or what. Tried a lot of different methods, they just hang. So my friends have been giving me a lot of advice and just didn't work. So at that point in time, I totally felt very inadequate. I felt that I'm very incompetent. That itself can trigger the ENTJ's feelings of depression. Why? This is very easy to understand. An ENTJ is an achiever. So when things are not working, then the ENTJ is going to be feeling very frustrated to the point that sometimes he may wonder whether he's any good at all. So because the ENTJ is a problem solver, I have decided to re-record the episode again, either using this camera or doing it at home, but talking about the outside by putting in stock images. So that can be resolved. However, I think that something inside me is telling me that I'm actually suffering from a burnout and I am not feeling happy. In fact, I am feeling sad. So as an ENTJ, I am FI inferior, so I do not usually feel emotions, and even if I feel emotions, they linger and then they just go away very quickly. But since the morning, I've been feeling some tint of sadness and it just doesn't go away, and it's quite obvious to me. So I decided to quickly capture this moment of the onset of an existential depression for an ENTJ and describe to you what I'm actually feeling. So I'm feeling quite lousy actually. I'm not depressed, but I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling ugly. Yes. So when I look at myself in the mirror, I feel ugly. Deep down inside, I know that I can achieve, but somehow or another it's getting distorted. I get feelings that I'm not good enough. So fellow viewers, have you experienced something like this before? Do comment below and share your personal experience, because I think that when you are quite aware that a bout of depression is coming, then you can do something about it. Generally, besides feeling sad, I'm also feeling anxious. So sometimes the ENTJ is possibly a control freak. So I have been releasing videos every other day, and except for 2 occasions. So I feel very compelled to want to continue with this pace at the expense of my own happiness and health. Sometimes I just want to give myself some slack, but because accountability is very important for the ENTJ, so I just want to continue to do a video. So this may not be one of the best videos. However, I hope this is apparent to you that as I am doing this video, you can feel some tint of weirdness in an ENTJ. If you encounter an ENTJ that seems to be a little bit different from usual, maybe he is undergoing some form of a depression. So when an ENTJ suffers from some form of a depression, it is definitely not caused by one single incident. So in my case, I think burnout is one thing, then exposure to different people, toxic people, is another. So the final blow came when I was unable to export a video that I've actually recorded using my phone. In fact, it was actually quite a well done video. But then it's okay, I will re-record it, there's no issue about it. ENTJs are problem solvers. It's just that sometimes the frustration can get the better of the ENTJ. So what happens when an ENTJ is experiencing a depression? Well, I am going to zone out, be introverted for a while, maybe half a day. And I think by tomorrow I will be better able to cope. I still want to be very accountable. I hope that this video gets out in time, but if it doesn't, then you know that actually ENTJs can give themselves some slack and some space. Nonetheless, I have a lot of interesting and exciting ideas that are lined up. I really hope that you can look forward to it. Okay, I hope that this episode doesn't affect you too much. I will definitely come back with more ENTJ, MBTI and psychology. Alright viewers, look forward to your comments and your subscription, and I'll see you again in our next episode. Bye bye!